Or approach.
It's time for the 420 Radio News, covering the latest headlines in consumer cannabis, medical marijuana, and industrial hemp. Transcripts of 420 Radio News are available daily on our website at 420radio.org. Now, here's Russ Belville with your marijuana headlines in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. This is your 420 Radio News for Tuesday, October 14th, 2014. New figures from the Colorado Department of Revenue show that recreational marijuana sales continued to climb in August, the most recent month for which data are available. Recreational sales totaled approximately $34.1 million in August, up from $29.3 million the previous month. Medical marijuana also jumped sharply in August after several months of flat or declining sales. Medical sales figures were just under the recreational total at $33.4 million. Total tax revenues from medical and recreational marijuana continue to edge upward. The state took in about $7.5 million in revenues from both markets in August, or about $45 million year to date. As of August, 55% of recreational marijuana tax revenues were collected outside Denver County. With sales starting in Aurora this month, these numbers are likely to continue to climb. A new report says Cylvia Hayes, fiancée of Oregon Governor John Kitzhaber, partnered to buy land intended for an illegal marijuana growing operation in 1997. Coin TV reported late Monday that Hayes partnered with a man to buy the $245,000 property in Washington state using a $15,000 down payment in November of that year. The man who sold the couple the land told the station that Hayes and her partner soon stopped making payments, and records showed that Hayes gave up her interest in the property in April 1998. She moved to Oregon 3 months later. Hayes said she never financially was involved in the marijuana grow, and shortly after moving there, quote, began to make plans to get away. Hayes got engaged over the summer to Kitzhaber, the Democratic governor who is seeking a fourth term in next month's election. Recently, Kitzhaber openly opposed Measure 91, the initiative to legalize marijuana in Oregon, but called legalization, quote, inevitable, end quote. Anaheim, California is literally pulling the plug on medical marijuana dispensaries that keep popping up despite a law forbidding the businesses. 9 shops closed last month and 8 others will likely shut down by the end of the week, Anaheim spokesman Ruth Ruiz said. Another 11 will soon be ordered to close or lose their water and power. State voters legalized medical marijuana 20 years ago, but the California Supreme Court ruled last year that cities can choose to forbid dispensaries. Anaheim banned the shops, but that hasn't kept them from doing business. Dispensaries can face criminal charges and fines of up to $1,000 a day for operating in the city. Central Seattle's only pot store, Uncle Ike's, sold $13,736 worth of marijuana per day in the first week of sales. Uncle Ike's, the first I-502 retailer to operate in Central Seattle within wafting distance of Capitol Hill, started things off with a bang, netting nearly $17,000 in marijuana sales on its September 30th launch day. The rest of the week didn't fade, generating an average take of $13,736 per day. The tax man is smiling too. With a quarter of sales heading to Olympia, Ike's is generating $3,500 in excise tax per day. Also well pleased are the I-502 growers and processors. Based on state totals, those businesses are claiming around 49% of Washington's retail revenue to secure their product. While the totals for Ike's seem pretty incredible, they're not far off from what the old state liquor stores in the area reportedly generated. Minnesota Vikings star running back Adrian Peterson could be facing a week in jail after allegedly admitting last week to smoking marijuana. The judge in Peterson's case, Kelly Case, told an audience last year that he gives a 1-week jail sentence to those who test positive in their first court-administered drug exams. According to court records, Peterson admitted last week to smoking, quote, a little weed, end quote, a confession he made while submitting to a drug test in Montgomery County, Texas. Based on Peterson's alleged confession, the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office wants Peterson arrested and his $15,000 bond revoked. It's up to the judge whether to grant that request. The question is whether Case will get to make that decision or any others related to Peterson's felony child abuse case. Denver police have warned parents to beware of tricks rolled inside Halloween treats this year, marijuana-infused candy. Patrick Johnson, proprietor of Urban Dispensary, one of several marijuana retailers, recommends parents trash any candy that isn't sealed in a recognizable brand name wrapper. That's actually good advice in any state. This has been your 420 Radio News for Tuesday, October 14th, 2014. I'm Russ Belville.